Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. President Donald Trump has said the US will take very strong action against Iran if it executes protesters, as rights groups say more than 2,400 anti-government demonstrators have been killed in a violent crackdown by Iranian authorities. On Truth Social, Mr. Trump wrote, "Iranian patriots, keep protesting, take over your institutions, save the names of the killers and abusers. They will pay a big price. I have cancelled all meetings with Iranian officials until the senseless killing of protesters ends." Relatives of 26-year-old Irfan Soltani, who was detained last week, say he was due to be executed today. It is unclear whether that has taken place. Soltani's relatives say that an Iranian court had issued a death sentence in an extremely rapid process within just 2 days.
We will take very strong action. If they do such a thing, we will take very strong action. We don't want to see what's happening in Iran happen. And, if they want to have protests, that's one thing. When they start killing thousands of people, and now you're telling me about hanging, we'll see how that works out for them. It's not going to work out good.
At least 32 people have been killed and 66 others injured after a construction crane fell onto a moving train in northeastern Thailand. The crane derailed the train and crushed some of its carriages, one of which caught fire. A 1-year-old and an 85-year-old are among those injured, with 7 people in a critical condition. Officials say some 171 passengers had been on board the train when the accident occurred at around 9 a.m. local time. The State Railway of Thailand has launched an investigation into the incident and announced that it is taking legal action against the construction company responsible for the crane.
Because of physical impairment.
The head of Uganda's electoral body says he has received threats warning him against declaring certain presidential candidates the winners of Thursday's election. Simon Bakama said he would not be intimidated by such threats from senior state officials, whom he did not name. He was responding to a question about a widely shared video which shows a presidential assistant saying the Electoral Commission would never declare opposition candidate Robert Kyagulanyi, popularly known as Bobi Wine, as president, even if he were to win. President Yoweri Museveni, who has ruled the country for nearly 4 decades, is seeking a 7th term in office. China announced record export numbers for 2025, a year when US President Donald Trump's tariffs and trade policy caused turmoil in the global economy. Beijing reported the world's largest ever trade surplus, the value of goods and services sold overseas compared to its imports, at $1.19 trillion. It's the first time China's full-year trade surplus has passed $1 trillion, beating 2024's record figure of $993 billion. China's monthly export surpluses passed $100 billion 7 times last year, a sign that Trump's tariff campaign had barely affected its overall trade with the rest of the world. A surreal drum duet between 2 East Asian world leaders has set the internet abuzz and put a spotlight on Japan and South Korea's diplomatic relationship. Decked out in matching blue jackets, South Korean President Lee Jae-myung and Japan's Prime Minister Sanai Takaichi played drums to the beats of K-pop hits. The performance, a nod to Takaichi's past life as a drummer in a heavy metal band, wrapped up Lee's official visit to Japan this week. It's also part of Lee's diplomatic overtures to regional powers, including Japan, with whom South Korea has a fraught history but shares a security alliance. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.